Good evening everyone, a very warm welcome to Wickham for Bucks FC versus Ahli in Group F for the Westie TV Charity Cup. It's been a mixed fortunes for both of these sides on Matchday 1. Both lost narrowly against Tottenham and Inter Milan. But Bucks FC really need a win here tonight if they want to keep their Charity Cup hopes alive. Ahli the same. Remember, a win for Bucks FC would take them level on points with Tottenham Hotspur and really take them down to a last showdown. Big result needed here. But for Bucks FC then, Leo Spink starting goal. Oliver Dawson, Gary Constance, Garden and Deverill. Johnston in the defensive midfield position. Skinner, Rodri, Hoey and Tipping. And then Scott Bedford up front. The man, the myth, the legend. Keep an eye out for Charlie Stinton on the bench as well. He's in there in goal. It's back up to Leo Spinks. Ahli though have been outstanding so far. Of course they're the AFC Continental Champions. Edouard Mendy starting goal. Majrashi, Demiral, Ibanez and Balabaid in the back four. Al-Jahani, Kessier, Mahrez, Alberakan and Vega in the midfield three with Tony up front. Well, this is a big day. Keeping out for Galeno on the bench as well tonight, and Roberto Firmino not in the squad, of course, due to injury. And he's also moving to another club. But Leo Spinks would love to take his home hero club, Wickham, all the way to the knockout stages, but a win is what they need here tonight. Here we go then, Ahli kick us off here at the Rye, and well, this could be a big night for them too. Of course a win would bring them off bottom. Here's Rodri. Commonly known as Joe Rodriguez to a lot of people. Here's Skinner trying one, and Edouard Mendy will not be tested by that one at all. Wide of the mark from the right winger. We'll have it said, a lot of congratulations need to be said for those of you who graduated in the past few weeks. Congratulations to those of you who have Bucks, and wishing you all the best for the future. Hope you stick around and stay and keep watching Westie TV as you all move forward in your lives. Wishing you all the best. Here's Ahli down the right hand side. Mahrez now inside the box. Tony in support, and well, that was speculative from Elliot Deverill. Had a shot on his own keeper, and Spinks wiser to it. Al-Jahani, Majrashi, Gabriel Vega, Mahrez to the right hand side to Majrashi. Gabriel Vega once again. Gary Isham Constance knocks it away. Skinner. Here's Fraser Garden. Or him and Mackenzie Hoey, a loyalist to Bucks FC. They claimed they wouldn't join the Aussie Lions as long as Michael Simpson was on the team, which I thought was a bit harsh on Michael. Demiral clears away. Majrashi knocking it forward for Mahrez. Garden playing it forward for Ben Johnson. Remember Ben from the 3s versus 4s game where he had that infamous red card. I don't think he was too pleased when he had to pay the fine about a couple of weeks later. Whether he paid that fine, I'll be very interested to know. Al-Jahani, Mahrez. Here's Tony, Gabriel Vega, and well, Ferraz not quite on target for Ahli there. And he's really scuffed that one wide. Oh, cameraman, brace yourself. Bucks FC in a bit of limbo then as to their attacking output. Of course, Scott Bedford, naturally a goalkeeper, but opted to fill in as they have no natural striker due to this Ahli Lions defection, the mass defection. They lost big names: Dan Heel, Ethan Hutchison, Nick Foley as well. So it's really a stripped down side for Bucks FC, but there's always opportunities for more to come through. Oh, Joe Rodri trying it there and really having a go, clipping the heels of the Al Ahly defence. And Johnson has an excellent tackle to deny him. A bit cleaner than the ones we're used to, but he's done excellently well there. Saad with the throw. Brought in Frank Kessié, former Milan player, of course. You may remember he used to play at Milan, and he was quite a big part of that team that had the Europa League run there. Of course, they've run for the titles as well. Played in the Champions League a few times, but not really been dominant as the old Milan sides used to be back in the early 2000s. Whipped in by and Spinks, and that was Kessié, right? I think it's Antonio Kessié right in the back. Ivan Toney, sorry. Here's Demiral. Wide to Majrashi. Gabri Veiga. Majrashi again. Played to Ivan Toney. Majrashi. Gabri Veiga. Toney! 1-0. Well, you could have bet your savings on an Al Ahly goal and Ivan Toney scoring it. It's a brilliant goal from Ivan Toney. On the bounce, smash past Spinks, straight down the middle. No nonsense from Al Ahly, and Bucks FC are behind and in big trouble. And well, right on the stroke of half-time, that's a goal that you don't want, because it changes the entire team talk for the second half. Player coach Mackenzie Hoey will be right on this one. Big change may need to be made at the half-time break. But Ivan Toney with a goal that separates the two sides at the half-time. But here the break then. Bucks FC 0, Al Ahly 1. Here we go then, second half of the last Charity Cup game of Matchday 2. And Bucks FC are chasing the game. It's not gone their way so far. Here's Gene Tipping. Down the left-hand side. Gene cuts inside. Whipped in. James Skinner, and Edouard Mendy made the perfect save. Kessié. Ferras down the left-hand side. Ivan Toney. Gabri Veiga forward to Ferras, and he sends it straight back to Gabri Veiga again. Foul given, and Bucks FC will have a free kick. Well, I don't think Oliver Dawson's too happy at all. Here's Rodri. Skinner. Dawson. Bedford. Dawson played back again to Rodri. Tipping's there. Not quite enough. Madrashi can't quite make it. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Former Leicester Premier League winner. Gabri Veiga. Half an hour left to play. Ahli on the attack. Here's Ivan Toney sizing one up and shooting, and it's wide. Spinks furious at his defence for allowing the shot in the first place. I think he's screaming at Fraser Garden, which is a one-way ticket. So I will not say where. Probably the sun won't shine. I just play it. One-way ticket to where the sun doesn't shine. See what they do here, though. Bucks FC on the attack. And that's poor from Gene Tipping. Remember, if they win against Inter Milan on the next game, they can still qualify, but it's going to be quite tight. It's been the top four third place teams to qualify for that round of 16. It's a bit like the European Championships if you're living in Europe and know the competition. Gabri Vega wide, and it hits the support arm of the net, but not quite enough. Well, Venderson Galeno coming on for the last 25 minutes. And Ahli, I think, will be very pleased with his performance. Alberakan Ferras, of course. Deverell to Tipping. And Tipping is just really struggling down this left-hand side against Mahrez. Deverell. Johnston in the middle. Rodri playing it forward now, looking to find the perfect pass for James Skinner. Here's Scott Bedford. Johnston trying one. Johnston! Oh, it's wide. He likes a bit of range, but speculative at the most. Glad he's still got his perm. Well, Sad coming off for Alioski. Former Leeds player in the Premier League. Here's Majrashi. Well, a point would not go amiss for Bucks FC, I'm sure, today. Or if Ahli beat Tottenham in their next fixture, then it will be a very, very big result for them. Here's Galeno, great save, Spinks. Right to the near post. He's fuming with his defence again. Arms flailing about Leo Spinks. He's not happy at all. Ball comes in. Spinks comes to collect. He needs Bucks FC to push up now. 10 minutes to go. Tipping. Here's Mackenzie Hoey. Tipping. Over to Deverell. And Mahrez nicks the ball off to Elliot Deverell. Mahrez. Brilliant ball. Here's Galeno. 2-0 Ahli. And that might be the dagger in Bucks FC's Charity Cup hopes. It's a perfect ball, and what a brilliant piece of play that is from Ahli to break down Bucks FC. I don't think Oliver Dawson even saw the run of Galeno. But he's come off the pitch and he scored. 2-0 Ahli, and now 5 minutes left to play for Bucks FC. And well, it means to be bottom of the group with -3 goal difference. Now it would be most likely now between Tottenham and Bucks FC for that last spot. Ahli would be in the mix too. And here's Garden. Oh, not quite enough. Found the right head, but just not the right direction. And well, you can start to see some of the Bucks FC supporters are trickling out of the stadium here at the Rye. average attendance for a Bucks FC 4's game, but it's not easy. Well, the Bucks boys are well and truly struggling. Ahli Lions in the 3rd place ranking, and Bucks FC need a win next time out, and a big win against Inter Milan if they're to progress to the knockout stage. Here's Dawson. Oliver Dawson whipped into the box, looking for tipping. You can't quite find it. Here's Johnston, and Mendy with a great save again. Another corner for Bucks FC. Would be a goal that might... and that's a hit from Johnston in the half. And what a save from Mendy that was. Very reminiscent of the Kimmich goal in the goal against Paris Saint-Germain. And Mendy will come to collect. And that will be full time. Here at the Rye, Bucks FC fall again. It's not looking good for the second half of their game. They will go to Inter Milan and will host them next time out here at the Rye. Ahli, though, for a big 3 points, move up into 2nd place in the group. But full time here at the Rye, Bucks FC 0, Ahli 2.